The target learning objective for this lesson is what causes eclipses. So, what does the word eclipse mean? So, if you ever heard of the brand of gum called Eclipse, the reason why they named it that is because eclipse means to block. So, if you chew the Eclipse gum, they're saying that it's going to block the bad breath. So, eclipse simply means to block. So, today we're going to discuss the eclipse of the moon and the eclipse of the sun. Both types of eclipses don't occur every month as it would appear because the moon's orbit is tilted with respect to Earth's orbit. So because the moon's orbit is tilted, every time we have a full moon or a new moon, we are not going to always have an eclipse because it's not always aligned with the Earth or the sun. So a solar eclipse is when the sun is being blocked. Solar means sun and eclipse means blocked. So during a solar eclipse, the sun is being blocked by the moon. Okay, when this occurs, because the sun is much bigger than the moon, it only is going to be a full solar eclipse in a small area. And notice that this giant area, they're going to have a partial eclipse. So because the sun is much larger, this little location will have a total solar eclipse, and this whole location here will have a partial eclipse. So a solar eclipse is when the Earth, the Sun, and the Moon align so that the new moon blocks out the sun during the day. So in order to have a solar eclipse, the moon must be in a new moon, and it must be all in lines in order for the moon to block out the sun. A lunar eclipse, lunar is for moon, is when the moon is blocked. So during a lunar eclipse, it's going to occur when the moon is in a full moon phase because when this occurs, the Earth is blocking the moon. So what occurs during a lunar eclipse is the moon becomes like a red color, and because the Earth is larger than the moon, this whole entire side of the Earth is going to see the lunar eclipse when it occurs. So lunar eclipses are much less rare to see than solar eclipses. Solar eclipses are more rare. So a lunar eclipse is when the Earth, the Sun, and the Moon align so that the Earth's shadow is cast on a full moon. So lunar eclipse has to occur during a full moon phase. So for a review, those are the two eclipses. A solar eclipse is when the sun is being blocked by the moon. Because the sun is much larger than the moon, it's only going to occur in a small location. This occurs in the new moon phase. A lunar eclipse is when the moon is in a full moon phase, and this is when the Earth is blocking the sun from the moon. So this is going to make the moon look red, and this occurs on every place on Earth that's in the nighttime. We would see a lunar eclipse. So lunar eclipses are less rare than solar eclipses.